You all can hear me? Can you all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. So, Chandra ma'am, if you're not able to hear me, you can rejoin. Leave and rejoin. Maybe there's some network issue from your end. Yeah. So, good evening, mommies. Welcome to this workshop, which is on building confidence in your child, right? So, before getting into this workshop PPT, I want to know the reason behind joining this workshop. So, you can mention the age group of your child and what is the reason behind joining the workshop. So, let's start with Komahal.
Yeah, my kids are 10 and 14 years. So the reason, because whatever we help or guide, like sometimes I feel it is missing, how we can make them confident in all the places, because they will be expecting our guidance at
Right.
some moments, even though if they are independent and doing, some moments they will be expecting either because of hesitant or
Hmm.
whether is it correct or not. So those ways, like I felt in some places they are missing. So how we can give them in
Hmm.
advance, like because in some places after they do that, like I will be guiding, like you would have done this that way.
Hmm.
So instead, in advance, like how we can prepare them, that way I was thinking. So that's the
Yeah.
reason I thought of joining and checking.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Komahal.
Yeah.
Let's move on to Neha Garg. So, ma'am, can you share the reason behind joining this workshop and the age of your child? So, Neha, are you there? Okay. Till then, shall we move on to Neeta? Neeta Jadhav. See, if you're not able to unmute, you can put in the chat box as well. Yeah. Yeah. Just a second. Yeah. See here, as your purpose, sole purpose is to build confidence in your child. Yes or no? Right? But if you are not attentive, if you're not interacting with me, see, this is not a workshop wherein I'll just share knowledge and you'll just unmute and keep your camera off and listen to it. No, it will not happen that way. There is an interaction session wherein I will try to understand what exactly the challenges you or your child might be facing. So that will be like a kind of a group discussion, right? Only then I'll be able to guide you and you will be able to help your child. But if you're not fully present in the workshop, not switching on your camera or not answering the question, it will be really difficult for me to guide you. So at least take out this 30 to 45 minutes for your child, prioritize this time, be present, answer the questions, switch on your camera so that I can guide you further. Because when it comes to the activity checklist, we should have a discussion, right? I need to understand all the scoring and right. So that is why. Yeah. So let me introduce myself. I'm Lata Tater. I'm a psychologist and a parenting coach. I have conducted 400 plus workshops and have served 1,500 plus clients. I'm also the best-selling author of ebook Calm Your Child's Anger, which is a Amazon #1 best-selling book. And currently, I'm on a mission to empower moms to raise and rise. Okay, I'm concentrating more on moms' mental health because I feel that somewhere the moms are the role model for their children. Okay, we feel that children will do what we say, but children will follow what we do, right? So we have to be very mindful of the actions which we do with our children, the way we respond when they are in anger, or the way we react when they are not listening to us, or when they are feeling low or with low self esteem or low confidence. How you respond to them or react to them, that particular situation plays a very important role. So mom shapes the self esteem of the child. So mom plays a very important role in building confidence in their children. If you are not confident enough in your life and you're just guiding your child to become confident, it will not help your child. because they are seeing you each and every day taking decisions in your life. If you're not taking stand for yourself, let's say that something wrong is happening at your home and where you're not able to take the stand, your child is watching you, right? You might be fearful of your in-laws or your partner, but your child is learning from you. What kind of message you might be giving to your child? Do you all agree that mom play a very important role in nurturing the child's well-being? Yes or no? Yeah. So
Yes.
you have already taken a first step towards filling the checklist. Then please take a second step towards switching on the camera. Let me see all your beautiful faces. Let us interact and learn from each other. Because every mom's experience is different. If I'm a psychologist and a parenting coach, it doesn't mean that you have to learn everything from me. I can learn from you, your experiences also, right? Yes or no? Are you all ready to share your experiences? Let's
Yes.
start.
Yes. Yeah, sure.
Uh, Chandra Karkira. Okay. Just give me a second. Let me put in the chat box. She's not able to hear me. So let her leave the session and rejoin. Yeah. So I have a bit of throat infection. Please bear me with this voice. If you have any queries, feel free to put in the chat box or ask me. Okay. So let's start the session. Yeah, just a second. Let me share the screen. So before sharing the screen, I want to ask one simple question. Like, why do you feel confidence is important in life? What role confidence plays?
Like, for example, if we are going to a new place and if we need something over there, we need to take someone's help or just to inquire. So that itself a hesitant and we are lagging behind at some places. So it should not be that. Like wherever you go, you just step in and just start the conversation or initiate. So that way,
Hmm.
like it should be coming forward and doing the work or anything. That way, I felt.
Yeah. See, do you all agree that life is filled with challenges? Yeah. Different challenges will be there. Every day there's a different challenge. Right. You can't do a helicopter parenting to your child and save them from every challenge. Yes or no? Yeah. Can you save your children from every challenge that I'm there for you? I will solve all your problems. You don't worry. Through this, what you're trying to do, you are not like helping your child in a right way to face the challenges. You're trying to protect them. But till where you will be protecting them? Somewhere they have to face those challenges and have to overcome, right? Yes or no? Yeah. Yeah. So, what do
Yes.
you feel that a mom's role is to protect the child from challenges or to teach them to be confident enough to face and overcome? Put in the chat box protect or overcome. See, why I'm focusing more on moms because see, moms spend more quality time when compared to father. Even if she's a working mom or a housewife, she's way more like spending way more time compared to the other partner, right? So your characteristics is majorly influenced by your child. They get influenced by it, right? So what do you feel? You have to overcome, help them overcome it, face it, and overcome it, or whether you want to protect them from each and every challenge. Yeah, you all have answered overcome, right? So are you all ready to learn for the next 30 minutes? Commit in the chat box that I commit to learn today. Yeah, because it's not only about gaining knowledge, you have to implement in your life, right? Only on implementation you will get the result. Yeah, thank you. Yes. Yeah, let me share the screen. Yeah. So this workshop is based on building confidence in children of age 8 to 14, wherein you will be learning practical strategies to help your child develop unshakable confidence. See, what exactly is confidence? Let us try to understand that. See, confidence is a child's belief in their abilities, their self worth, and capacity to handle challenges. Let's say that whenever challenges come into our life, we either feel helpless that I'm not able to face this challenge, or we are either in a position that yes, I'm able to overcome this challenge, right? Either one of them would be there, right, in your belief system. Yes or no? But if you're not confident enough, and if you feel that you're not able to handle those challenges and easily give up in your life, will you be able to thrive? No, right? So the same thing applicable to children as well. What we say to our children in every day, that will shape their belief system. If you say that you are not good enough, let's say that in a moment of anger you say your child that you are not good enough, you can't do right things, that settles in their subconscious mind, and they feel that they are not worthy enough, they feel that don't have the ability to handle the challenges. So always be mindful of words, what you're using for your child. And sometimes if you use it unknowingly, apologize. Okay, so building confidence is very important because it helps kids to take risk, express themselves freely, and develop resilience. What is resilience? Once they face challenges and if they hit the bottom, they will be able to bounce back faster than before. You want your children to bounce back, right? Life is not a happy or joyful ride that every day it is filled with happiness, bed of roses. There will be thorns as well. So, do you want to train your child to be super strong to handle those challenges and build resilience in them? Put in the chat box as resilience if you want to raise a resilient child. Okay. So let's focus on what are the signs of low confidence in your child. Please observe this. If you have seen any of this, please put in the chat box. If your child is avoiding challenges due to fear of failure, then there is a sign of low confidence. If they feel shy or anxious in social situations, give up easily when facing difficulty, seek constant validation from parents and teachers, hesitate to try new activities or interact with others. Okay, so just have a close watch on it and now tell me which are the signs you are able to see in your child. See, be honest. We are here to learn, right? Even I could see few of the signs in my child as well, but I'm trying to guide my child to overcome it because it's a part of their development, right? It's not like if I'm a parenting coach and a psychologist, I'm raising a perfect child. There's no term called perfect parenting or a perfect child. We all are learning in this parenting journey, right? Yeah. So, what are the signs you are able to see in your child? Shy. Okay. Do they give up easily when they face challenges? They say that, Mama, I can't do it. I don't have the confidence that I'll be able to do it. Right? Okay. Now, I would want you all to do a simple activity wherein just close your eyes and ask yourself that do you also feel the same in terms of confidence? That when there is a challenge, you give up. When there is a challenge, you shy away in social situation. Here's the answer, right? Where did they get from? Yeah, yeah. See, it's not only about mom. They are also influenced by the peer pressure, environmental factors, all those things will be there. But majorly they learn from parent. Okay. So if you see that sign in yourself as well, even you have to start building confidence from now. Okay. So at the end of the workshop, I will tell you how you will be able to do it and guide your child. So have you all recognized the signs of low confidence? Yeah. Yeah. Just let me know if you're able to see my screen. Yeah. Now let us do the confidence checklist. You all have filled the checklist, right? Please open it. Now what you have to do for all the 10 questions, there were markings, right? So total, total the points of all the 10 questions. Whatever the answer you have selected, find the total of it. And based on that point, Let me know the total in the comment, in the chat box. Don't shy away even if the point is low, because here we are learning. If the point is low, I'm there to guide you to help your child, right? So whatever the scoring is, feel free to share in the chat box. Yeah. So what is the scoring? 20, 13. Okay, 20. Yeah. Okay. So now based on the scoring which you have got, if the scoring comes between 25 to 30, the child is highly confident. They are self assured, they are willing to take challenges, handle setbacks, and keep nurturing their confidence by reinforcing their strength. So, if you have a high confident child, your job is to nurture their confidence by reinforcing their strength. Let's say if the scoring is between 16 to 24, like two or three of them have got 20 points, right? So, it is a moderately confident child. So, your child has a fair level of confidence but needs more encouragement in some areas. Okay, so focus on building their resilience and self belief through positive reinforcement and skill building. So, try to find where exactly they are finding difficulty in which area, and try to give more encouragement to build those skills. Okay, then 10 to 15 points is the child with low confidence, where the child struggle with self doubt, fear of failure, avoiding challenges. So, usually, these points majorly we can see in teenagers. Okay, because as they are striving for independence, they are neither fully independent nor fully dependent. All right. So that is where majorly this points comes for the teenagers, and they might face these issues because of peer pressure as well. So they need more support, guidance, and opportunities to build confidence through safe risk taking and positive affirmations. Okay, so I will discuss in the future, like module, like PPT, that how positive affirmation will help you. Let's first focus on overcoming self doubt and fear of failure. See, self doubt and fear of failure is the major roadblock which is stopping us from becoming confident in our life. Do you all agree? Yes or no? No matter what the world is saying to you, or no matter whatever the relatives are saying to you, if you feel that you are not good enough, you will no matter what kind of support you get from the outer world, you will be not be able to handle those challenges easily. Do you agree? So that is why first focus is to help our children to overcome self doubt and fear of failure. How you will be able to do? Let's first understand what are the common reasons of low confidence. Why children feel low confidence? First is overprotective parenting. Nowadays most of the parents do overprotective. They feel that I have gone through these challenges in my childhood, I don't want my child to go through the same. Yes or no? Hmm? But that overprotecting parenting is ruining your child's confidence. They don't learn to become independent. So if you're doing this mistake, please stop. Or if your partner is doing the same mistake, discuss with them and tell them how it is impacting their child's confidence and bring the changes. Second is excessive criticism. Few parents, like, they criticize for each and everything. Whatever the child, even if the child does a silly mistake, they criticize. That leads to self doubt and fear of making mistakes. Let's say that I am telling to Komal that, Komal, you can't cook a good food. You can't cook a good meal. Every day I'm saying the same thing again and again, again and again. I'm repeating uh, every day. What is happening? She's reprogramming her subconscious mind with that doubt that, okay, I feel the food is tasty, but if she is saying every day, that means there is something wrong with my skill. You'll start questioning yourself. You'll start doubting yourself. That is what happens with children as well. High expectations. Nowadays, you know what kind of challenges, rat race is going on, right? Digital world, right? There are a lot of high expectations on our children, and that pressure to become perfect is discouraging the effort. We are not seeing the effort our children putting, we want the outcome. Yeah, so you put in the chat box if you focus on the effort or if you focus only on the outcome. Outcome is important, but you also have to praise the effort the child is putting in it, right? Because when you encourage that effort, the outcome might be different in the second time, if not in the first place, right? See, wherever you disagree, feel free to unmute and question. Okay. Comparison with others. See, comparison causes insecurity and self doubt. Just think about your childhood. You might have experienced comparison by your relatives or parents, right? I have experienced. Okay. And that comparison stopped me from going on stage for my the whole school life. I was good in academics, but I never stepped on the stage because of this comparison. That kind of impact is there if we do this mistake with our children. Will you stop comparing if you're doing it? Please consciously stop. Okay. Negative self-talk develops from past failures or peer influence. So we just imagine if there is something negative happening around you, or if someone is blaming you, do you talk negative to yourself that why I did this, I should have not done this way, it's my mistake? Yeah, you tend to blame yourself, yes or no? Do you know, through that negative self talk we are programming our subconscious mind with negativity, and we are feeling more self doubts and limiting beliefs. And the same thing is happening with children as well, because they are facing peer pressure as well. Yes or no? Yeah. Now tell me in that list what you want to stop. Which mistake you want to stop doing it from today? Be honest. Comparison. Right. I was one of the overprotecting parent for my child before doing psychology. Okay. I'm extremely sorry. Yeah. Okay, let me share the screen. So, how to build a strong foundation for confidence? Encouraging effort over perfection. Okay. Yeah. So, can any one of the parent can share how you can encourage protection over effort? Any one example in your daily situation? Can you share your experience? How you can do it? Encourage effort over perfection. Sorry. Yeah. Can I? If anyone is not ready to share, then I'll share the example. Yeah. So there was a drawing which my son had to do for his project, and he's not that good in drawing. Okay. But the children are like, they start comparing. He did very well. I said, yeah, it's fine, it's okay, it looks like what exactly you wanted to do. So he was satisfied. But when he went to school, when he saw his friends drawing, when he shared his as well, there was a discussion that his drawing was not so perfect. And he came back crying at home that, Mama, I'm not good enough. I can't even draw this in a perfect way. Okay. So at that moment, if I again criticize, okay, and not support the child, what do you think? The child will be filled with low confidence or high confidence? Tell me. Because we are the safe space for our children, right? Whenever they face any challenge, they will come to us sharing those problems. So our job as a mom to praise their effort. So I praised his effort that you feel that you might not good at drawing, but you're good at different things. Everyone is good at different things. So focus on your strength and improve your weaknesses if possible, if you feel that is important in your life. So you tried your level best, focus on the effort which you have put rather than looking for perfection. So, how would a child feel, or just think yourself as a child, and you have gone to your parent asking for help of anything, and you feel that your parent is criticizing you? What are your emotions? Put in the chat box. If your parent is criticizing you, what are your emotions? Write it down. And if your parent is supporting you and encouraging your effort, not striving for perfection, what will be your emotions? Please share both. There will be difference, right? Yes or no? So now it's your job is to bring that same difference for your child if you have not started yet. If you have already started, then implement the strategies which I will be teaching you all in this workshop. Okay. Second is provide opportunities for small wins. And third is let kids solve their problems instead of always stepping in. So your job is not always to solve their problems. You have to just guide your child to do that and let them learn from their mistakes. Now let's focus on how fear of failure affects kids. See, when there is a fear of failure, your child will hesitate to try new things. They avoid challenges to escape embarrassment. They seek approval instead of developing self belief. So, how you can help your child to overcome that fear of failure? By shifting to growth mindset. Okay, so there are two type of mindset: fixed mindset and growth mindset. In fixed mindset, they would feel that they are not good enough, but in growth mindset, they will feel that I have the opportunity to grow. What do you feel? Currently your child is having a fixed mindset or growth mindset? Put in the chat box.
Uh, you are in mute, Lata.
I'm sorry. So if your child is having a fixed mindset, okay, then how you can shift that to growth mindset? By teaching kids that mistakes are part of learning. Replace I can't do it with I can't do it yet, but I will try. Okay, try. That will boost their confidence to try and see. And then encourage problem solving instead of giving instant solutions. Okay, you should have done that, you should have done this. No. What we can do now, focus on the present rather than thinking about the like stuck with the past or thinking about the future. Focus on the present part. Guide them to solve the problem, look for the solutions. Okay, and encourage decision making skills in your child. Now we'll do an activity wherein you need to help your kids replace negative self talk with positive affirmation. So what you have to do is write one negative phrase which usually your child might say, which instantly comes to your mind that my child usually says this. Write that negative phrase. Okay, and then write what positive phrase you can say instead of that to your child. When your child says that negative phrase, how would you convert that into a positive one? You have to write that. Let's say that my child would say, Mama, I'm not good enough. So what I can say, I'm I'm strong, I'm capable, I'm good enough. It's just my thought, okay? Whatever comes to your mind, how you feel that your child would be way more connected to you. Try to write, put those positive words in that affirmation. So first, Recall what negative sentence your child might use in each and every day in their conversation. Is there any particular phrase which your child uses usually? Yeah, I can't do it. This is the common one my son says every day. I can't do it. I can't do it. I have to push him. You can't do it. Oh, mama, you do it for me. I say no. Like you are getting into teenage now. You have to do it by yourself. But when you find difficulty, I'm there to guide you. But you have to do it. Right? So please do this activity. Or will you take it as a part of assignment if you're not able to recall? Tell me. See, I will check your homework. Okay, you will run behind your children to do homework, right? I will run behind you guys if you're not completing it. Right? Not able to recall now? Will you do it later? Or will you ask your child what negative phrase come into their mind and convert that into positive one? Will you be able to do that at least? Yeah? So next is encouraging self-expression and social confidence. Just a second. Just give me a minute. Sorry. Actually, I have extreme cough, so I'm not able to bear. Yeah. So now we have to encourage self-expression and social confidence. See, confidence, like social skills, plays a very important role, right? So, how social confidence impact kids? It will build better friendship and communication skills. See, friendship plays a very important role in shaping our life, right? Yes or no? Yeah. And reduces social anxiety and fear of judgment. Nowadays, I can see a lot of parents coming up with the issue that their child is facing social anxiety. Okay. They are fearful to talk to or go on stage. Why they feel that? Because there's a self doubt that they are not good enough. They'll not be able to communicate in a right way. Okay. Help them stand up for themselves in a respectful way. So that we have to teach our children through our actions that if we don't stand up for our rights, our children will also do the same. You can't expect your children to stand for themselves if you are not standing for yourself. Do you all agree? Yeah. So always stand for the things, stand up for yourself, stand up for the things which you feel right, and teach your children to do the same. Else, your children will get manipulated easily and they will use your children like a doormat. Yes or no? Have you all experienced in your life if you have not taken stand for yourself, you are being used as a doormat? Yeah? Yes or no? Please put in the chat box. Share your experiences. It's not only about children, it's about us as well. So, do you want your children to be manipulated easily? Do you want your children to be a people pleaser? No. Inita, Namita, Muskan, Nidhi, Shruti. Do you want your children to be people pleaser? Yes or no? Please put in the chat box.
No.
So ask yourself, if you are a people pleaser, then they will also learn this up. So same. So you have to stop becoming a people pleaser. Take stand for yourself. Teach the children the same. Okay. Yeah. So what are the tips to improve social confidence? Encourage your child to voice their opinions at home. So it always starts at home. Okay. Let's say an example that there is something wherein you feel that your child has not done anything wrong, but they are still being blamed for it by any of the relatives at home. What we usually say, please stop. You will make your child to stay silent, right? No, don't argue with elders. If they are saying it might be right, or if you are right, you have to stay silent. We to avoid the conflict, we try to silence our children. Yes or no? But do you know, by doing this, you are ruining your child's confidence. It's just that the child should communicate and take a stand for themselves in a right way. So if they have not done anything wrong and still are being blamed, then you as a mom have to support your child to take a stand. Everything starts at home. At home, if they are not able to, you are not providing the support to take a stand, then they will not be able to take a stand for themselves outside the world as in the outside world as well. Do you agree? Yeah. So will you support the child from today by helping them take a stand for themselves? Yes. Right. Yeah. Just a second. Next is teach them active listening and maintaining eye contact. See, when they feel anxious in a social circle, you have to focus them like teaching active listening. So when they focus on listening and maintaining eye contact, their confidence level will get boosted and help them develop assertiveness without being aggressive. So, as I said, the communication plays a very important role. So, when you take stand for yourself, when you teach your children to do the same as well, you have to make sure that they are not being aggressive while voicing out their opinions. They have to be very assertive, mindful of the choice of words they are using there. So, without blaming anyone, they have to communicate their issues. What are the daily confidence boosting strategies you can use? First is safe space for conversation. Encourage kids to talk openly without fear of being judged. Okay. Second is assign small tasks to build a sense of responsibility. See, we feel that as a children, their responsibility is to study. Okay, focus on academics or play outside, right? But we tend to forget that irrespective of gender, we have to give them household responsibilities as well. Because that itself will boost their confidence that they can handle those things. Okay, let's say that grocery list. Let them make a grocery list in a week. Then next week they can go out and purchase as well. Give them a budget. Guide them to do those things. Let them help you in the kitchen, irrespective of gender. In that way, you are building their confidence. You are making them become independent. Yes or no? Yeah. So giving them responsibility is very important. So tell me, what is that one household responsibility you would be giving to your child tomorrow? Put in the chat box. What is that one household responsibility? I have given my child to put the utensils in place, wash utensils in place in the kitchen. Yeah. Komal, Shruti, Nidhi, Namita, Muskan. What is that one responsibility you want to give to your child tomorrow? And see, one, even if they are able to do 50%, no, you can see that boost of confidence in themselves, in your child. And you need to appreciate them even if they are not able to do 100%, because that encouragement will help them to do further as well. Yeah, which is that how to regularly give task. Good. Yeah, Shruti, Nidhi, Muskan, you can unmute or put in the chat box. What is that household chore you would want to assign to your child tomorrow? Yeah, helping, asking for help with any of the household chores will boost confidence in them. Within a week, you will be able to see the difference. Folding the blankets, yeah, that's a good one. That they have to do. Their blankets they have to fold. but I'm talking about something related to kitchen, basically. Irrespective of gender, give one activity, grocery shopping or making grocery list, giving them the budget that within this budget, these items need to be purchased for this week. In this way, they will learn the value of money as well. They will stop comparing their life with other people, right? Yeah, yeah. Drying clothes. Yeah, true. Oh, good one. Yeah. Next is encouraging decision making. Let kids choose their clothes, activities, or meals. Okay. See, meals, you might say that if they choose, then it's really difficult for you to manage. So if they choose a particular meal, let them make for it. You just be a support system and guide them on how to prepare it. Okay. So they will know what effort moms put every day to cook those meals. Okay. And celebrate small wins. Acknowledge even minor achievements to boost their self worth. So, not over appreciation, but a bit of celebrating their small win will definitely boost their self worth. So this is one of the powerful exercise which I myself has used and seen a major difference in my life, and now I'm using for it for my child as well. So what you have to do is choose three powerful confidence boosting affirmation and guide your child to say it loud in front of the mirror every day in the morning. Okay, based on whatever the area of life they are feeling low confident. Let's say that if they feel that I'm not good at math, or I'm not good at uh, going on stage. Okay, I don't have good social skills. Based on that, you have to come up with three strong affirmations. Let's say that if your child doesn't believe themselves in themselves, like you can say that I believe in myself. I'm strong, I'm capable, I can handle challenges. I'm worthy enough. So these kind of three short, powerful affirmations you have to teach your child, and your child should do that. Say it loud in front of the mirror once they wake up in the morning. Why in the morning? Because in the morning, once they wake up, their subconscious mind is very active. And 90% of our decisions are being influenced by subconscious mind, not by the conscious one. Okay. So, through this mirror exercise, you are helping your child to reprogram their subconscious mind with positivity. And these affirmations will also guide them to overcome self doubts and limiting beliefs if they have any. Okay. So, please start this exercise from tomorrow morning itself, and you will be able to see a major difference in your child through their actions. Okay, and it's a proven one. Please try it. And after a week, you can share me your experience. I think within 3, 4 days, you will be able to see the difference and you can message me. But your child have to be consistent, and that consistency will come only when you guide your child every day to do that. For 1 week, you remind them, make them do in front of you so that they will be doing it every day on their own. So before any workshop, I used to do that mirror exercise. I used to explain certain things, and then I became confident enough to take workshops for people. Okay. So mirror exercise is one of the powerful one which you can use to boost confidence in your child. So any queries till now? Any questions you guys have any? Feel free to ask me. No? Let's move forward. So now tell me, do you want to help your child alone in boosting confidence, or you just need a proper structure through which your children can learn to build confidence with their same age group of uh, people? Like a kind of challenge wherein same age group of children are attending and doing certain activities, and it is helping, like they are learning from each other. What do you think? Which one is better? You guiding them, or they are learning from their peer group? Yeah, please unmute and tell me which one you feel better. Yeah, if you do it alone, yeah, you can whatever I have taught, today in the workshop you can do. If you want to, yeah, if you want your child to see guidance, and if you feel that your child can learn from other children of this same age group, then I have come up with this 21-day confidence building challenge. Okay, in which your child will be guided with activities or confidence boosting activities which will help them to embrace challenge, communicate effectively, and thrive socially as well. Okay, so these are few benefits which I've listed, wherein it will boost their self esteem. It will help them to build a growth mindset. So we'll focus more on building a growth mindset because that will help them to face any challenges with ease. So it will equip them with practical tools to face life's obstacles head on. What is included in it? Every week, like one session would be conducted every week, in which we will be having dynamic activities, role playing activities, and exercises which will help them to boost confidence and resilience. Discussing those activities, and then we will have a Q&A at the end of the week, so that whatever the challenges or the progress they are having, we can have a discussion in the Q&A. So basically there will be 2 sessions per week. And we will also give you that after 21 days, we'll give a 1 week of free support and guidance to help the child if they face any more challenge and to boost their confidence journey. And recording will also be provided. So the actual fees of this challenge is 6,000, but as we are running a scholarship offer, so it is 3,000 for the first 2 enrollments, in which only one slot is left. So if you're ready to empower your child's inner confidence, you can register your child spot now. So let's nurture our kids to be their boldest and brightest self. Thank you. So let me know if you have any questions. Any questions? No? Okay, then. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me in my DM. I'll be happy to answer it. And regarding this confidence building challenge, the age group of children would be 8 to 14. So they will learn the activities in the form of group. It will be in the form of challenges, wherein they have to just spend 10 minutes of their precious time every day and do those activities in the rest days when there are no sessions. Okay, so the live session will be of 40 minutes duration, and at the end of the week we will have a Q&A wherein we will discuss the challenges of what your child is facing while doing the activities, so that within 21 days they will be able to be equipped with those practical strategies which they can use in their life to become more confident and face challenges and thrive socially as well. Okay, and I'll be really grateful if you all can share the review of today's workshop in my Google link. I will share the link with you all. Please do share a review. And if you have any other parenting challenges, feel free to book a 15-minute free consultation call in which I will guide you with the tips to overcome those. Okay. And sorry for this interruption. I had like a bit of throat infection. So if I'm not able to convey any message in the right way, sorry for that. And take care. Bye bye.
Bye. Thank you.